Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire. So if we can rush really fast through girl number 5 here, Ayumi, or Amy, almost certainly this would be pronounced Amy. In fact, a lot of these names are kind of Japanese versions of English names. Rin, not so much. But Lisa is basically Lisa when you recognize that Japanese people don't have really the capability or experience to pronounce L's as L's. They always pronounce it kind of as R's because it's just something that doesn't exist as far as a sound in their language. Kanon. Not really a name, but canon. Arena. Kind of Japanese name there. And then Amy. Or Ayami. Maybe you could pronounce it that way. So we have 4 stages here. So I'd have to rather rush to try to get through all 4 stages. But let's see how far we can go. Seems like she's either hanging out in a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese restaurant, or this might be a convenience store, but this looks more like a restaurant than a convenience store. Although, honestly, this doesn't look like what you typically see because it's in Japan. This is too big of an area for a restaurant. All the noodle shops and bars or even sushi places are really small, and having even 4 tables seems like more than I've ever seen, except for at the fanciest of the fanciest places. We've got a lot of tiles here. And I know there are matches. I'm just gonna have to attune my eyes to actually see them. Let's see, I know they're here. And it seems like Amy is probably the bad girl stereotype. Although she's wearing this little jacket, which I don't know if these sleeves are part of the jacket. I guess they are, so this is a strange jacket she's wearing. But none of the colors match in any way, so that doesn't feel like a school uniform as much as it feels like somebody that just has no fashion sense. And without any background, without any story about these girls, I mean, I'm really just making up my own story and guessing because I've just got very little to work off other than the appearance. And that's all this game cared about, was the appearance. Pretty girls, it's in the name. We're gonna show you pretty girls. While you play this kind of bad Mahjong Solitaire, and while the Monkey King flies around the whole time, and while a yin and yang symbol spins in the background for no reason. They really are dropping the ball, I suppose, on the idea of like finding zen and deep meditative states while doing a simplistic task. I screwed it up. So it should be slow, like well thought out music something you could listen to for hours and just focus on the gameplay. It shouldn't be this upbeat, looping, hyper thing. If the games were gonna finish really fast, which I suppose in hard mode they kind of have to finish really fast, but in easy mode they don't have to, and it drastically changes the game. And as far as I've experienced, I don't think anybody can beat this game in hard mode. I think it's one of these difficulty levels that people put in games when they don't do any quality assurance testing, and they just make something up, and then they can just go, oh, it's like Dark Souls, it's a super difficult game because we intended it to be that way, and in reality they just didn't fine-tune any of the difficulty levels. And there's a difference between being challenging and being unfair, and the timer on this game is unfair, particularly when you're given deals that literally you cannot win, and you don't have the reshuffle on normal mode either. I'm calling it hard mode, but it's actually normal mode. There's only normal and easy. Right. Let's shuffle again. And this and this. And this and this and this. And what's weird is if I get these pieces gone, I think I've won. Even though we have this massive amount of tiles under there, it's, I think, guaranteed win at that point. I just need to find this piece and figure out what it is. It's here. So if I can get rid of this, which is here, so I can do this, 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 and then this, 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 and that there. This blank piece must be under or right here. This on that, this on that, that on that. This one is right there, and that one is right there. And see, even though we've got all these pieces, we're done. And what the game needs as one of the many features you can add to a PC version of this game is to detect that all the pieces have been revealed and just say, you've won, do you want to collect the rest of this? And that is basically what Klondike Solitaire in Windows 3.1 does. Once you've got the layout, it will just automatically put everything into the foundations or the final resting places for all those cards, and will win the game for you, because the rest of the play is just monotonous and not necessary to prove anything, because you've already done the skillful part, the part that requires any thinking at all. And it's missing that. It's missing a feature that was created or existed in Windows 3.1 Solitaire. So there is certainly an element from not learning from other video game programs and other video games that exist in modern days. And it kind of is a shame when I end up playing a game like this and I just have to complain about it throughout the whole series. But I kind of have to do it too. It's missing basic obvious features things that I can realize are missing without even having to give it much thought. If I started to really dig and really think about it, I could probably find another dozen features that you could add to a game like this to improve it. To do something special with it, at least. Let's see. This with that one. Let's go ahead and look at all the matches we've got sitting around. I knew I had a lot of them. Let's see. This with this. This with this. This with that one. And see, I'm gonna keep these two blinking ones as my backups and start getting rid of everything. Let's see. That's a match there. This, I believe, has a match there. Yep. This doesn't seem to have a match setting anywhere. If I could just get rid of that, then we could get rid of the next one. This with this. This with this. This with this would unlock this, which didn't unlock that, so why would I bother to do any of that? Should I shuffle now? Or is there one more match I can do? Like, is there a 5 anywhere? Is there a 6 anywhere? I suppose this match allows me to do this. And that helps a little bit. This one there. We've got a 3, which that helps. Got a blank. And let's see. This one there and there. Let's see. Does this match with this? Yes. So this no match, this no match, this no match as far as I can see. This no match either. This is a match, which means I can get rid of this. Do that, do that. So we're making progress here. But I think I probably want to shuffle at this point. Yeah, I don't see any of these top pieces as having matches. So that with that. This with that. This with this. That with that. We've got let's see. This with this. This with this. So this piece, I can't find a match. There's the match. There we go. So this one gets rid of that one. That one gets rid of that one. And anytime I end up playing these puzzle games, this is all I end up saying is that one with that one, that one with that one, this one with this one. I wish I had something more intelligent to say while playing games like this. That's all it kind of ends up being, is all my brain power goes to actually playing the game, and I run out of intelligent things to say. I think I may have one here. As long as I don't make a mistake or find out that one of these is higher than the others. Like that one was higher than the others. I think we're cool. And I think that means we can just do this and this and that and solve this puzzle completely. Another success. So on to round 3 of stage 1. So what outfit will the golden monkey transform her into? It seems like it can't be just like bikinis again. It seems like they've decided for each girl there's going to be a different style of clothing that they get transformed into. And they don't want to be repetitive, which is the wrong way to play it, honestly. Each girl should have a bikini outfit, a like dress up outfit, a fine dining date outfit, a swimsuit. Any other game would almost certainly do that. And that way, if you like the face or the hairstyle of one girl, you could have several different outfits to dress them up with. Even if this was like targeted to girls who like to play with dolls and dress up, or even boys who like to play with dolls and dress them up, there's no real appeal in the way that they are specifically giving swimsuits to Rin and outfits to each girl that are of completely different styles. I hope that makes sense. You would also kind of wish all the outfits were interchangeable. Or at the very least you could do a paper doll like head swap with them. There was an old system that I think it was maybe a Russian programming standard more than a American programming standard, but there were some games on the Western world that also used it, where you could just have these custom files that are just like zip files and exchange paper dolls outfits. And so if there was one specific girl you liked for one game and the next game used that same format, you could just import her in and have different outfits. It's kind of surprising how in the really old days there were some amazing things done on PC games, and some of that knowledge was never upgraded or was just forgotten and lost. And now that everything is running on new engines like Unreal, Unity, or some internal engine that a company uses, there's less interoperability, and it's less easy to transport video game assets from one game to the other. Making a mod in Skyrim is not using some kind of open source standards. It's having to become an expert at making a mod in Skyrim, and it doesn't help you one bit if you want to go make a mod for Doom. Well, it probably does help you on the basic understanding programming, but I don't think you can take Doom assets and just easily port them over to Skyrim, and I don't think you can take Skyrim assets and just easily port them over to Doom to pick two random games. I don't think Doom even has a real modding support in it. And they talk about how mods are going to be the next big thing in games, and mods are cool for some games, particularly games that are missing a lot, like Skyrim. Skyrim is not in its basic form a well thought out game full of all the things it needs, but it is a well-rounded game that allows a lot of modders to make more and do more with the game. But the difference there, I suppose, between Skyrim and Fallout 4 is the fact that Skyrim caught people's attention when there weren't very many other games out during the time, and people did enjoy the base game a little bit more than I think people enjoyed Fallout 4. So I seriously doubt we'll see a ton of extra mods coming out years down the line for Fallout 4. Let's see how many matches I have remaining. Wow. Ridiculous amounts of matches all over the place. I'm gonna cough, so I'm gonna mute myself. Ever since I bought my upgraded microphone, the Blue Yeti, the mute button is really a nice feature to have, but I've not fully trained myself to use it, nor do I really feel like I'm a sneaky enough person that I would just mute myself and cough without first announcing it. Which is kind of silly, but it is also probably helpful in case somebody is wondering why I would go silent for a while and why all the background noise, which the Blue Yeti microphone does pick up a lot of background noise, clicking from keyboards and mouse, and when I'm playing with the Xbox controller too. I'm gonna have to eventually replace my keyboard and mouse and my controller to something quieter, and probably try to find some sound insulation that I can put directly around the microphone so it's only pointed even closer towards my mouth and nothing else, which I'm not sure I could ever succeed with that. Unless I put my controllers behind my back and all that. I'm in kind of a weird setup particularly when you're looking at a TV or a monitor. You can either put the microphone above your head, which I don't have the setup to do that, although that probably is the right way, or you can put it below the monitor, which is kind of how I have it set up right now, is it's below my eye line. so I can look down and see it. I suppose if I put it above my head, I couldn't hit the mute button anymore. That would be one factor. And the music's still going non-stop. If I could find the match for this or this, I should play it. Actually, this and this gets rid of this, which helps me with that. Which then I can use that to get rid of that. If I can get a match for this one, which would require getting a match for this one. That one with that one with that one, and that. Now I just need to get this piece here. So a match here, a match here, this with that, that with that, that with that, and then that solves everything and all pressure is off. So we can just solve the rest of this puzzle. And like I was saying before, why does this just not automatically click all the matches for us and just explode them into little fireworks? You've already got the fireworks animation. Just slowly pick each one up. So we finished the stage and we got a more what I would say school outfit style outfit. So like compared to this is just the colors don't really match, and it just without the tie and any of that, that just doesn't look right. This looks more like a school outfit, even though arguably the colors still don't match. It looks a little bit more academic, I would say, professional. And see, she's wearing the same skirt, so you could effectively assume that this is what she went to school as, and then she changed her jacket and unbuttoned her shirt and put on the necklace, or revealed the necklace. Well, and it seems like it randomizes the girls when you go in the dressing room and come out. That's gonna be it for this recording. I guess we're gonna have at least 1 or 2 more recordings before we're done. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube channel. On the right is a button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.